reflect what Lankford and perhaps the group that he was a part of also didn't want to reflect in what they were attempting to accomplish here with these objections. So Lankford was part of this group that was led by Ted Cruz, and Cruz, of course, was the one who was applauded this morning on the House floor when he went and objected to those Arizona electors. We had been surprised when this release initially came out to see James Lankford's name on there. He is up for re-election in 2022, which was part of what we thought perhaps explained it. He was concerned about a primary from a Donald Trump supporter in the deep red state of Oklahoma. But he has built a reputation here on the Hill as someone who, while conservative, was pretty sober-minded, willing to criticize President Trump, especially in the places where they diverged on moral questions. Lankford is a pastor by background. He's a person of faith who always said that many of Donald Trump's actions in his personal life didn't line up with Lankford's own faith, which is not something that everyone was always willing to say. He also held a seat on the Intelligence Committee, was considered somebody who was serious about attempting to govern, even in this age we've been living through, this age of Trump. So we were surprised to see him sign on to this, but I think it reflected the political reality that they felt they were operating under. And in some ways it makes sense that he would be the person that would come down and say, hey, what we saw here is not what we meant to do.
Now, Casey, if he in fact speaks for the other senators who were who were going to oppose, the members of the House can't oppose without a senator agreeing, so that would short circuit the entire process.
That's right, Lester. So if none of these members are willing to, and I think we should emphasize, we're trying to do this reporting because there are quite a few senators who said previously they were willing to, and we've been trying as hard as we can to talk to all of them, because any one of them could change the reality here. That's part of why I'm being so careful. But I think we can say and underscore that the mood, the imperatives around this are completely changed. The push inside the Senate right now, and I use the word Senate to include everyone in both parties, Republican and Democrat, is that what we saw today is unacceptable, and it has fundamentally changed the way they want to proceed here. That is not to not be a single senator who actually see unfold tonight. Your point is the correct one, which is that if this holds, and if this new emerging sense is what takes root here, then we will see this process. It would take a senator being willing to sign to the piece of paper, object to
the mood and the momentum has certain directions dramatically in the wake of dramatic events, unprecedented events at the Capitol. We heard the Vice President, Mike Pence, take the Senate floor and gavel in the chamber once again, saying that you do not win, violence never wins, he says to the people who stormed the House today, and he said this is still the people's house. Notably, as I go to Kristen Welker at the White House, Vice President Pence did not mention Donald Trump at all, not by name, not by reference, not at all. This was extraordinary, particularly for him. He has been so loyal.